So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what he had to say. It's not a very long clip. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
You sometimes on the TV, well, I thought today, the show you did today, felt a little bit risky to me, a little bit risque, where you were talking about how you think Nike might have had something to do with Jaylen Brown not getting on Team USA. I was fascinated hearing that take, Colin, and I was wondering, is that something at all where you have to go, wait, who are our sponsors? Is this going to result in any blowback? Do you have to almost just explore the potential ramifications of a take like that?
No, because I think I wasn't name calling. I wasn't unfair. Their stock is down 33% in 6 months. The Major League Baseball jersey fiasco is just a mess by a usually spot on company. I think the Olympic stuff is another mess. Phil Knight's 86 and has acknowledged that Oregon football is a primary focus, winning a natty, before time elapses for Phil, a visionary and a brilliant man who I really admire and like. I loved his memoir, by the way. And so I thought it was fair and reasonable. And my theme at the top of today's show, and Rich Paul and LeBron similarly, men love power, power corrupts. And I thought in both Nike's case with Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving and LeBron and Clutch's case with Bronny being drafted, they got in the way of the natural flow of business. They could, and they had the leverage to, but it's always a dance. And both used the sledgehammer more than a softer touch. And they sort of engineered a different outcome. Bronny probably doesn't get drafted. Jaylen Brown should make the Olympic team. And that's the cautionary tale of power, is that men usually use it.
So you heard what Colin Cowherd had to say. Look, Colin Cowherd, I'm trying to figure out what Colin Cowherd's salary. Let me see, FS1 contract. Let me see. He signed. Let me see. Let me see how much Colin Cowherd was making, but I know he's making buku money working for FS1, right? I'm gonna assume he's making about. Let me see what Colin Cowherd is making. They're not really specifying it, but I know he's making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And he's one of the highest paid personalities in all of sports media. Given the fact that Colin Cowherd is a multimillionaire, he's also the owner of the Volume. Why would you be afraid to give your view on anything? That's what I don't understand. Like, I can understand if, look, I got to be careful about what I say. I don't want to jeopardize my dollars. I've never gotten my dollars. So therefore, I need to be careful because people may take away my money from me and I never got it. But in the case of Colin and so many of these other guys, these are multimillionaires, like multimillionaires, earning millions and millions of dollars a year. So if you have financial freedom, why are you afraid to give your thoughts on any particular issue if it can't affect your bottom line? That's the part I don't understand. If you think of the Jaylen Brown thing, when he was recorded during that game and then he came out there and said, I'm worth $300 million. What you saw me say on the sideline is what I thought at that moment. Why do I now need to come back and backtrack? Why? I'm worth $300 million. It's on a $300 million contract. Why do I feel this need to, I better not? Why? For what? Say what you believe, man.